Hi, in this video, we are going to be trying to solve word problems, everyone's favorite, with two unknowns using a linear equation. Okay, so um, these problems oftentimes can seem intimidating, but sometimes if you just break them down, like most things in math, if you break them down into smaller pieces, they're really not that bad. Let's start with a pretty simple one. Okay, um, we have first, Alvin's age is 3 times Elga's age. Okay, and we know that the sum of their ages is 40, and so we want to know what Elga's age is. Okay, so uh, the first thing you want to do is you want to find out what information you have. Okay, so we know that Alvin's age is 3 times Elga's age, and the sum of their ages is 40. That's what we're given. So let's assign variables here. We'll say that Alvin, we're going to say, is A. We're going to represent his age with A, and we're going to represent Elga's age with an E. Okay. So we know that Alvin's age is 3 times Elga's age. So we know that A is equal to 3 times E. So it's 3 times Elga's age. We also know that the sum of their ages, so A plus E, is going to be equal to 40. Now the idea is that we can take the information that we're given here and try and solve for Elga's age. So if we know that A is equal to 3 times E, what we can do is we can take this value for A and we can substitute it in here. So now we have 3E plus E is equal to 40. Okay? And this is all valid because this is all information we've gotten from the problem. So now we have 3E plus E. That's 4E. So 4E is equal to 40. Now we can divide both sides of our equation by 4. These will cancel. And we get that E is equal to 40 divided by 4, or 10. So we know that Elga is 10 years old. So there we go. So that would also make Alvin's age then 30, because we know the sum of their age is 40, and that also works out because Alvin should be 3 times older than Elga. So there we go. We know that Elga is 10 years old. So let's look at another one. We have here that a washer and a dryer cost $829 combined. The washer costs $71 less than the dryer. And we want to know what the cost of the dryer is. Okay? So, like last time, maybe we should start by labeling our parts here. So we have a washer, we'll call that W, and a dryer, we'll call D. Um, Together, they cost $829. So if you say a washer and a dryer cost $829 combined, that means W plus D is equal to 829. Okay. We also know that the washer costs $71 less than the dryer. So we know that W is equal to the cost of the dryer minus 71. And so now we want to know what the cost of the dryer is. Okay. So here what we can do is we can take again this value for W and we can substitute it in here. Now, what you might notice here, like we did in the last equation, is that this is actually going to effectively eliminate our value, our variable W here, okay? So if we have plugged this one in, we'll have D minus 71 plus D is equal to 829, all right? So here, what's nice about this is now we have this just in terms of D. We don't have to worry about W at all anymore. So we can eliminate these parentheses by noting that we're just adding here. So this becomes D minus 71 plus D is equal to 829. So if we combine like terms, we'll have D plus D, or we have 2D minus 71. Let's draw some arrows so we know that we're on different lines here. Okay, so we have 2D minus 71 is equal to 829. So next what we can do is we can add 71. That'll allow us to cancel 71 here. All right, so now we have 829 plus 71, which gives us 900. So we have that 2 times D is equal to 900. We can go ahead and divide both sides by 2, and that'll give us that D is equal to 450. Or we know the cost of the dryer complete sentences here. The cost of the dryer is $450. Okay. Let's look at one more example. It says on Thursday, a local hamburger shop sold a combined total of 424 hamburgers and cheeseburgers. Okay, so let's keep going. Yeah, the number of cheeseburgers sold was 3 times the number of hamburgers sold. How many hamburgers were sold on Thursday? Okay, so let's go ahead and label everything. We'll call the hamburgers H, and we'll call the cheeseburgers C. Okay, so again, we have the combined total is 424. So we know that H plus C is equal to 424. Okay, it also says that the number of cheeseburgers sold was 3 times the number of hamburgers sold. Okay, so we know that C is equal to 3 times the number of hamburgers sold, so 3H. So what we can do, if we want to figure out how many hamburgers were sold, is we can take this value for C, take this whole thing, and we can plug it in for C here. And now we can make this an equation just involving hamburgers. So we have H plus 3H is equal to 424. All right, H plus 3H, that's just 4H. So we have 4H is equal to 424. We can go ahead and divide both sides of the equation by 4. And we'll have H is equal to 424 divided by 4, which is just 106. So we know that there were 106 hamburgers sold on Thursday. So there we go.